Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to RV Online classes. In this session, you are going to learn the last scene of this lesson, A Rose for the Princess. That is scene number 3. First, I want to read the lesson. Scene number 3. The Emperor's Garden. Makbul is sitting in one corner despondently. He does not even care to look at his favorite rose plants. Suddenly, there is a tinkling of anklets. Makbul looks up and scrambles to his feet. It is the princess and the maid Dilruba. Jahanra, what's the matter? Makbul Bhaiya, you are crying. You are not happy to see me. Makbul, Huzur Saheba, how can I not be happy? I am just bemoaning my fate. Dilruba, why? Makbul Bhaiya, what has fate done to upset you so much? Makbul, I have to leave this place soon. Jahanraha, what? But why? You love this place, and what will these roses do without you? Makbul breaks down. Dilruba, Makbul Bhaiya, please tell us what happened. Makbul, amid sobs. The commander wants me to leave for Sikandara immediately. I have been punished because of yesterday's incident and sent off to work at Akbar Badshah's tomb at Sikandara. Who will look after my roses now? Silence. Jahanraha, don't worry. I will arrange something. Aren't you going to give me a parting gift? Makbul looks at her devastated. Certainly. Huzur Saheba. He goes to the plants, searches for a rose and picks it. He offers it to her. This is my last gift to you, Huzur Saheba. Jahanraha, accepting it, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Dilruba, yes, even more beautiful than Subha. Makbul smiles for the first time. Jahanraha, as a reward I am giving you. Dilruba, shall I go fetch one of those gold chains you had set aside for gifts? Jahanraha, no, Makbul Bhaiya doesn't need gold. Makbul's face falls. He deserves something for better. The rose gardens of the Kila to tend for the rest of his life. Makbul, Huzur, Jahanra, and if that commander troubles you again, tell him to come to me first. Makbul, 1,000 thanks, Huzur Saheba. I will create the best roses in the kingdom of you. Jahanra, yes, but before that, Makbul Bhaiya, I have a request for you. Makbul, anything? Jahanra, next time you go to the mandir, send me the prasada. It was delicious. Makbul and Dilruba laugh. By the way, what is the name of this rose? Makbul, Shahzadi Jahanraha. Before explaining the scene third, I want to recall what I explained in the last class. In the scene scene number one. Here it is the garden of Emperor Shah Jahan. Maqbul is the gardener. He is tending the roses, and usually he touches each rose lovingly and calling each name by Gulbadan, Badal, Dilruba, Ghata, and he go on naming that one, and he stops at the pink one. He stops at the pink one, and he remind the down sky, and he called that rose as Subha, and he called that rose as a Subha. And down sky means you all know that the first appearance of the light in the sky before sunrise. And he took one basket, and he want to pick the roses. At that time, one maid came whose name is Dilruba, and she is asking what the name you kept for this rose. Then he says Subha. Then Dilruba says, that's a lovely name. Then Dilruba says, that's a lovely name. Then Maqbul says, I want to ask something. Then Dilruba says, yes. He says, okay, then I named this one as a Subha. I don't know how the princess appears. If once I saw her, then I can name another name for this rose. Says, no, no, just I want to request her name as a Subha, because as beautiful, as delicate, as fresh like this rose. So I want to ask her to change her name as Subha. Then she asks about the family of that Maqbul. At that time, he says, my wife died long before, and my sons were working in the army of that emperor, and they are living with their family. And just now, I am thinking these rose plants are my own family. I love them more. Then she said, I am also your family member. He asks, how? Then she says, my name also Dilruba, which you kept for the rose, so I am also your family member. Then next, he has gone digging the flower bed. Then he heard sound of that anklets. He just see the maid. Her name is Panna, and she is also asking where you are going and what you are doing with this. While he is stringing the marigolds, she asks what you are going to do this garland, whether you are going to give this garland to princess. Then he said, no, no, I am giving this garland to usually first Tuesday of the month. I am giving this garland to Hanuman Mandir, sometimes for the Dargah. Then she asks him to take her with while he is going to Hanuman Mandir. Then he put one condition that you must be don't expect anything from me, because I'm not having money to spend on you. Why means usually women are very greedy to buy purchase the bangles, attar, and something. So I am not having the money. So don't ask anything. Then she said, no, no, I promise you, I am not going to ask anything. Then he said, okay, then you cover your face with that chunari. We will go. Then they went. While she is moving, she felt very surprised by seeing the busy roads of the Agra, and she said, "Oh, it is very wonderful, and the people are crowding here." Then he asked, "Why you are not seeing this one?" Then she said, "While we are going, the roads were emptied." Then he asked, "Why emptied?" Then she said, "No, I am accompanied. I am going with the Princess Jahanraha. So they are vacated that roads." Then they went to the Hanuman Mandir. He says to the priest, "Today I am sorry, I am late because of this girl. She is walking slowly and she is gone stopping here and there. Now only I pulled her by watching that dancing video." And then they uh, Panna places that garland at the feet of the idol, means Hanuman, and she's gone ringing the bells which they are in that mandir. And after that, they done the pranama and the priest to give them some prasada. As soon as she got that prasada, she pops that prasada. Then she said, "Okay, if you are free, I want to round this mandir." Then he said, "No, let's go." Then they went to the coming back to the city. At that time, they are talking about the town, uh, Agra. He said, the Makbul said, our emperor is planning to build new buildings inside the fort, and they are inlay work with the inlay work. Then she said, yes, I also heard. Oh, while they are going, some the soldiers and commander came there with shouting, and then he asked to someone what is going on, why they are shouting. Then some soldier said, one soldier said that the Jahanraha is missing, someone is kidnapped her. Okay, then she came to know that that Panna is not a real maid. She is a princess in disguise. So she came to know that because of me only they are shouting, and she is saying, "No, no, I am here only. Why you are shouting?" Then she said, by listening this, the Makbul get very surprised, and he is asking, "Your Highness, you are princess?" Then Jahan Raha said, "Yes, I am the princess." To the commander, she said, uh, "Yes, I went to, I want to see the city." So I went with that Makbul Bhaiya. He is, I am take care of me, and I am safe with the that Makbul. Now, what happens? That is the in the third scene. The emperor's garden, Makbul was sitting in one corner despondently. Despondently means sadly. He does not even care to look at his favorite rose plants. He is not ready to take care of that flower rose plants. Suddenly, there is a tinkling of anklets, the sound of anklets. Makbul looks up and stands up hurriedly. It is the princess that made Dilruba. Both Dilruba and Jahanraha came there. Jahanraha says, "What's the matter, Makbul Bhaiya? You are crying. You are not happy to see me," she is asking. Then the Makbul said, "Huzur Sahiba." Huzur Sahiba means respected madam. how can I not be happy? He said, how can I not happy? I am just bemoaning my fate. I am just bemoaning, feeling very sorry because of you. My fate. Fate means the development of events outside a person's control regards as predetermined by a supernatural power. Dilruba, why Makbul Bhaiya? What has the fate done to upset you so much? Now Dilruba asks, what happened to make you bemoan the fate? Then Makbul says, I have to leave this place now. He said, now I must leave this place. Jahanra, what? But why? You love this place, and what will these roses do without you? Dilruba. Makbul Bhaiya, please tell us what happened. Now Dilruba asks, what happened? Please tell us. Then Makbul starts crying and says, the commander wants me to leave for Sikandra. Now I must leave this place and I must go for Sikandra immediately. I have been punished because of yesterday's incident. I have been punished because of yesterday's incident and sent off to work at Akbar Badushah's tomb. Tomb means a monument to the memory of a dead person's erected over their burial place. At Sikandra, who will look after my roses now? He is now also caring for that roses. Who will look after this roses? Then silence is there. Then Jahan Raha says, don't worry, I will arrange something. Aren't you going to give me a parting gift? Now, don't worry, I will arrange something here. Now you are leaving this place, so you must give me a gift. That one is known as parting gift. Makbul looks at her devastated. Devastated means to make someone feel very shocked and upset. Certainly, Huzur Sahiba. He goes to the plants and searches for a rose and picks it. He offers it to her. He goes and he picks one rose and offers to Jahan Raha. This is my last gift to you, Huzur Sahiba. By giving that one, and he said, this is last gift for you. Jahan Raha, accepting it, she says, it's beautiful. Dilruba, yes, you are more beautiful than Subha. Jahanra, as a reward I am giving you. Now Dilruba says, shall I go fetch one of those gold chains you had set aside for gifts? Now she is asking to Jahanra, shall I bring one gold chain to give Makbul as a gift? Now Jahanra says, no, Makbul Bhaiya does not need gold. He does not need gold. He deserves something for better. The rose gardens of Kila to tend for the rest of his life. Makbul, Huzur, Jahanra, and if that commander troubles you again, tell him to come to me first. Now she is saying, okay, if again he troubles you, then you say him to meet me. Makbul, 1,000 thanks, Huzur Sahiba. I will create the best roses in the kingdom for you. Jahandra, yes, but before that, Makbul Bhaiya, I have a request for you. Now she is requesting something. Makbul, anything? Jahanra says, next time you go to the mandir, send me the prasada. Because on that day she felt very tasty of that prasada. So she is again requesting him to bring that prasada while he went to mandir. It was delicious. By the way, what is the name of this rose? Okay, what is the name of this rose? Chandra asked. Then Makbul replies, Shahzadi Jahanra. He gave the name for that rose as Shahzadi Jahanra. Shahzadi means this is also your respect word. Now we completed the scene number 3. Now I want to write the meanings. Best home Bentley. Sadly. Then the second one. Scrumbles. To his feet. Stands up hurriedly. Stands up hurriedly. Next, third one. Huzur Sahiba, respected madam. Next, bemoaning. Sorry because of fate. The development of persons, sorry, development of outside of persons control regarded by supernatural power. Next, soaps. To cry noisily, taking in deep breaths. Parting. The action of leaving, or being separated from someone. Next, fetch. Go for. And then bring back. Someone or something for someone. Next one, delicious. Highly pleasant, to the taste. Okay, students, by this we completed the lesson the rose for the princess. I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.